My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today, I think I'm re-reviewing this Montblanc Explorer Air de Parfum 60ml. This is £55 for 60ml. That's kind of insane, isn't it? The notes are bergamot, primrose, and sage. I need glasses. Vetiver, leather, and sandalwood, and the base is patchouli, amber fix, and oh my gosh, this wood again, I can't pronounce. Many apologies. You might be interested to know that after I've reviewed this one, I'm going to do a compare and contrast against Creed Aventis. So let's get into the testing. Do we have our bottles of Montblanc Explorer? Are we engaged with the higher self? Let's get testing. I mean, it's a beast of a bottle, isn't it? I know there is some story about this on the Fragrance Apprentice, Chris's friend, George. He did some sort of story on this. It's quite an interesting story if I remember. Go onto his channel and have a look for it. So this is obviously built similar to having that Aventis thing. And what I've learned in this fragrance journey is that you have DNA of something that's well liked. And I believe now, and this is where I've changed to when I started doing this 200 years ago, is that if you can improve upon it and make it cheaper and change it slightly, then I think that's all right. And generally, I think there should be 6 points of change on the formulation. So it's keeping the DNA, but it's different. I think that's okay. I still don't like dupes because I think there's no creativeness in that. This, I think, to take the thing and alter it slightly takes so much skill. And that sort of thing happens in fashion all the time. Like a fashion house will use a color and then it's sort of modified in different ways. And perfumery is no different. It is still part of fashion. This is strong, robust, solid, clean work. Obviously based upon the citrus with that pineapple note and ambroxan. That's kind of the base of it. It's different, and I'll explain why. This is obviously built upon Hedio and Ice Super, but the musk choice is different. And the musk choice is giving this more of a robust feel. The musk choice is a clean white multi-ring structure called galaxolite, and galaxolite is a clean white musk. It's thick, it's horrible to work with. I think it's one of the most horrible raw materials because when it heats up, it gets on your fingers, it's sort of like a viscous gel, and as it dries, it is sticky and horrible, and I'm so sensitive to that. So that's I think one raw materials I dislike working with the most. But galaxolite has lots of purposes and does lots of different things, and it gives cleanness, robustness to a formulation. It's just such a robust musk. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't go off, doesn't do anything. Quite easy to work with. Second musk is ambroxolite, which is, I think, a single ring structure. And ambroxolite gives, I think of it as clean, crisp, and berry-like. It just smells really clean to me. And the two of these musks together work to give freshness and cleanness. And these sort of formulations are based around fruit molecules, how to build a fruit accord. So you'd use your domestic molecules, sepcu, quinoline, all these sort of things would help to build into this sort of formulation with obviously the pineapple accord within it as well. But this is robust. I applied this last night before I came and I kept smelling it and I smelled it for hours. So the price is just kind of amazing. What is it, 60 quid for this or whatever? There is more animal notes within this, and with the ambergris family, I think Ice Super is in the ambergris family. You have lots of different sort of like wood notes and animal wood notes, and that has been utilized in this. The choice of fruit molecule is different, but it is similar with the sort of the Hamlin pink pepper and sort of the patchouli as the backbone, but it's sort of different enough with the sort of the animal notes in there as well. So this is more like a grown-up version of Aventis. On to my final thoughts. This fragrance is not a dupe. I think it's definitely an inspiration of it, which is fine. It is so robust. I could smell in this all last night. The way it's constructed is more dense and more solid. But we'll see when I sort of compare and contrast them against the Aventis, what I actually think of them, because I'm going what's in my head. I kind of like it. I think it's sweet, clean, pineapple-y, oak mossy, everything that kind of you want, and the price is like awesome. Go to my final marks. So the box is safe, legal, compliant, very professional, and by a massive house. Technically, I think this is actually a lot of technical expertise to take a formulation and to modify it, keep the DNA of the original and change it so it performs better, and add raw materials to it so it performs better. As I'm going to say to you, this is not a dupe. It's not. Do I like it? I think it's all right. I think it's all right. If you like that sort of thing, I think it's a great alternative to Creed. It's okay. I'm going to mark it at 8 out of 10. I think it's all right. If I was going to do this, I'd make it more explosive, add in some more explosive wood compounds, ambers, and sort of really push that sort of out. I'd go sort of one better. But I do like it. It reminds me slightly of my work, the sort of dense heaviness and the way it sort of vibrates out. The sillage of this is awesome, I think. So we're going to see you in the next video when I compare the two together. So if you love that review, thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.